Okay, so all of these, this is like vocabulary and it has to do with angle pairs, specifically with parallel lines and a transversal. So the two lines going side to side forever and ever that never intersect are parallel lines. And then this one that's intersecting both of the lines is called a transversal. Okay. So we're gonna look at these angle pairs. Again, you've seen them before, but it was right in the middle of hurricane days. So we're gonna actually spend 2 days on this. One, we're just gonna learn it on the worksheet. Then you're gonna practice it on Alex. And then tomorrow we have an activity to practice it as well. So getting started, corresponding angles are congruent. So that means they are equal in measure. And on this picture, like on these pictures, corresponding would be like this angle and this angle are corresponding. They're on the same side of the transversal and they're both either above the parallel lines or both below. At least, can you close the door all the way so it locks? Also put your phone up, please. Or like this angle and this angle are corresponding, these two right here. And then on the other side of the transversal, this angle corresponds with this one. And this angle corresponds with this one. So they correspond. Okay. And then over here, looking at this, we're just going to identify like angle pairs that are corresponding. So like 1 and 5 are corresponding. So angle 1 is equal to angle 5, like the measure of it is, or they're congruent. See, angle 3 is congruent to angle 7. They're corresponding. And then we have angle 2 right here that corresponds to angle 6, and they are equal in measure because they're corresponding. And then angle 4, like 3, it corresponds with 8. So they are equal because they're corresponding. Okay, then we have alternate interior angles. Alternate, meaning alternate sides of the transversal on the interior of the parallel lines, and alternate interior angles are congruent to each other as well. So they are equal to each other. So an example of alternate interior would be this angle and this angle. Alternate sides of the transversal on the interior of the parallel lines, or this angle and this angle, alternate interior. And then looking at this diagram over here, it would be like angle 3 and 6. So angle 3 is equal to angle 6. They're the same measure. And 5 and 4 are alternate interior, and they are equal as well. So angle 4 is equal to angle 5. Yes. Okay. Was here. There you go. Okay, then we have alternate exterior angles. They are congruent. So they're equal to each other. Oh, thank you. They're congruent. They're equal to each other. Alternate, as in alternate sides of the transversal on the exterior of the parallel lines. So like this angle and this angle. Alternate sides on the exterior. Or this angle and this angle. Alternate exterior. And so in this picture, it would be like 1 and 8. And their congruent angle 1 is equal to angle 8. And you can kind of see that too, like with these parallel lines and transversals, the angles are either going to be equal or supplementary. So like angle 1 and 8 are both obtuse angles. They're going to be equal. And then 2 and 7 are alternate exterior, and they are equal as well. And then the next one, consecutive interior angles. Consecutive interior angles is like same side. interior. Some textbooks call it consecutive interior, some textbooks call it same side interior, so just be comfortable with either one. Same side interior angles are supplementary, meaning that they add to 180 degrees. And so what these look like is same side of the transversal on the interior, that, or on the other side, same side, interior. And then looking at it on here, it would be like angle 3 and 5. So angle 3 plus angle 5 equals 180 degrees. Like 4 and 6 here. Angle 4 plus angle 6 equals 180 degrees. Okay. The next one you haven't seen before. It's not even in your textbook. I haven't even taught with a textbook that has this in it. But I always try to build your vocabulary. So if you see something maybe you haven't seen before on a test or whatnot, because it happens, you can kind of figure it out. So this says consecutive exterior angles. So consecutive is going to be same side, right next to each other, exterior angles. So it'd be like this angle and this angle. Same side, but on the exterior now. And they are supplementary. So that means that equals 180 degrees. And it's also like kind of like pulling resources from different places because you get introduced to like different ways they can present stuff. So same side, exterior, also this one and this one, same side, exterior. And then looking at this over here, it would be like 1 and 7. So angle 1 plus angle 7 equals 180 degrees. And 2 and 8, angle 2 plus angle 8 equals 180 degrees. Okay, and then here we have linear pair. Linear, you might remember that word from algebra. It means like they fall in a straight line. So a linear pair of angles would be two angles that form a straight line. They're adjacent and they come together to form a straight line. So linear pair would be like these two angles. They are supplementary because that straight line is 180 degrees. So they equal 180 degrees. So here, these two angles would be a linear pair. I didn't make the arc because they aren't equal, they're supplementary. And then with the parallel lines and transversals, there is a lot of linear pairs. You could say like these two form a linear pair. You can say that these two angles form a linear pair. There's a lot of them. And then looking at the picture, like angle 1 plus angle 2 equals 180 degrees. So these two form a linear pair, or 1 and 3. I don't even know how to show it. Look, there's 1 and 2, maybe like 5 and 7. Angle 5 plus angle 7 equals 180 degrees. You could also do 5 and 6, etc. So there's more, but I just named a few. Okay, and then vertical angle, this is like the most popular word in geometry. Vertical angles are opposite each other, and vertical angles are congruent. They are equal to each other. So in this set of intersecting lines, these would be vertical angles, and they are equal in measure. There are vertical angles in this parallel line and transversal situation. For example, like right here, these two angles are vertical, and there's lots of sets of vertical angles. And then over here, so just identifying vertical angles like 1 and 4, measure angle 1 equals measure angle 4. Let's see, 3 and 2, angle 3 is equal to angle 2. Angle 5 and 8. And 6 and 7. They are vertical as well, and they're equal in measure. Okay, so now we're going to practice it.